thank you. And thanks for inviting us along today. I have to admit, Fiona, yeah, I did have an event list before, a few years ago. Staff awards, secondary school, it was fantastic. And one thing in digital transformation in the changing times, you still have a good bar at every event, so thank you. One quick one before I start again. Any Kilmarnock fans in here? Hands up. Oh, not that many. Okay, right. I had the pleasure of being Sunday down at the Athletics Arena with Jerome Varai. Don't know if you remember him. Team manager looked at the team because there's a lot of absenteeism due to the holiday weekend and also Edinburgh Marathon. He looked at Jerome, said, 800 metres for you. Me, I get a shot put. What's that all about? Anyway, Capita and digital transformation. Basically, I'm going today to talk about one of our clients, a case study. We were approached back in 2015 by Education Funding Agency. It's the executive agency of Department for Education. And the reason I'm picking this one is a lot of talk to me about making it easy for everybody. So you do the big high transaction volume areas, that's okay. But there's also worries about vulnerable individuals. How can you address them? The challenge they run at Education Funding Agency, they have one of the schemes, this student bursary support scheme. And they have three funds in there. One's actually for professional career development loans. So it's basically looking at teachers, giving money to actually apply and carry on their training. We also have bursary fund for vulnerable individuals, financially vulnerable, between the ages of 16 and 19. So again, they're looking at not usually having access to the type of technologies, but they also look after Care to Learn. Oops. The Care to Learn fund is actually the largest part of it. The Care to Learn fund looks after young mothers that want to stay in full-time education. Now we're talking about young ladies with the age of 12 upwards who are applying, obviously in difficult circumstances, who are applying for through a 16-page booklet, which was the old way. Various different people involved to actually fill it in. The actual support guide behind that paper transaction was 16 pages long. Very complex. You won't be surprised that 50% of the applications sent in got it wrong, didn't have enough information. So a lot of time spent on the phone to actually handle this information, going back and forward before they could actually take the funds and apply it to them. There was also an issue around fraud. I'll talk more about it later if you want. But one of the things that it came to us and asked was about innovation. They were quite open to it. They're basically saying, what can you do to make it better? And the important things everybody's talked about today isn't actually making IT easy. Sorry about Craig and Roy. It's not organisation easy. It's about customer easy. It's about what you can do to actually enable end users to actually take part in it. You can put the best IT system out, it won't work. It's what the end users are going to do with it. People talk about the Amazon experience. The reality is Amazon, you can only buy on Amazon online. You can't go down to a local shop. So again, there's nothing wrong with doing that. If the service is appropriate to go fully digital, that might be the best case. In this example, we went through different business models with them and looking at what they required to hit. Again, part was actually funds, saving of money. So one of the things we came up with, or what we did come up with, it became 100% digital. Okay, 100% channel shift required. Timescales. Of course, clients can do lots of times. We had 5 months. It gives 5 months to do it. Migrations, integration to lots of complex systems, Ofsted and various credit checking agencies for actual fraud aspects. But they wanted service transition, they wanted service using, they wanted user groups to be involved in this. So the end result was a website through gov.uk. This is just some information there. Web chat's available, but we also put on YouTube videos. We asked the end users what they wanted to use to support function, and that was what was created. YouTube videos, web chat, to allow this 100% digital process to go through. Again, people could fill forms in, come back to it, take their time, get the information as required. It went from having 50% error in applications to 100% correct every time. No more going back and forward to gather information. The education institutes can provide information online, and also the childcare providers. So benefit for the individuals at the end. For the ones who are interested in financial savings, 42% savings in running the actual service. So big number to save. But it's more important, it's actually giving the end users what they want. It's smartphone technology. It is aiming at younger groups of people who will be becoming more digitally aware, and that's the only way they'll transact with you in the future. The customers are also kept informed throughout the whole process. Regular updates to them. The system, to be honest, any modern digital platform will handle portal security, it will handle app forms, integrated workflows, and also case management. The development manager who led this project for us, against the platform we use, says the actual end result, we actually placed a couple of their legacy systems. The solution we developed in 5 months is as complex as council tax. You should know because he actually wrote the capital council tax system. So where do we get to in this point of view? What we asked for? We created how we got it right was about user groups. It wasn't us actually saying, here's a bit of technology. We saw it'll work. It was actually working because technology is about a fifth of the solution. It's understanding the mindsets, it's actually understanding how your organisation is going to look and actually deliver its services going forward, how you work in teams together and change perhaps policies and you've been running for a number of years. I remember my uncle, many years ago, he was, I didn't know at the time what actual a council secretary was. He was the secretary of Glasgow town before the region. And he got to his office and there was hundreds of staff and all doing things you would not do nowadays. So it's how you're going to evolve as an organisation going forward. And that's what you need to do with your teams. And in the round table discussions, come up with ideas. There's no such thing as a bad idea. It's just perhaps not fully thought through. But again, work with teams and actually get the right ideas. Speak to your user groups. User groups aren't just in your own organisation. It's also about talking to your citizens. Engage with them. Engage with different demographics. You're happy enough to trust the S6 pupils to serve us at the school. They can take on great things nowadays. Again, email alerts, integrated web chat, and YouTube videos, best way to go for it. Right, next one. So what works well? With people, the team. Education Funding Agency didn't see us as a supplier. They saw us part of the team. We worked together. We saw the opportunity to replace some legacy systems for them. It wasn't part of the scope, but actually saved more money. It made the solution better overall. The communication, again, constant communication, regular updates to everybody involved, especially user groups. And also design it correctly. Get their feedback in, you get the actual, and also set the expectations, what you're trying to achieve. If you're going to put 1 or 2 services online immediately, tell them that other ones will come on board. There's nothing worse than signing up for a service and going, is that it? And never go back to it. Let them know what's actually happening in your mindset. Okay, I see I'm also keeping you back from lunch, so I'll hurry up here. Just do things. So, next one, just to guys, the lessons learned. Bridging the gap. What we talk about is actually some people's ideas and the timelines of what you're actually going to try and achieve. Also, build enough time for anything you do to actually use acceptance and refine the solution. Because you won't get it perfect first time. We talk about fail and fail fast. That's okay if you're in a private sector area. I'm sure if you're failing fast and spending lots of public sector money, you have challenges there. So certainly be innovative, but be sensible about it. Allow for the unexpected. Again, share the knowledge you know internally. One of the things that the EFA didn't share with us is, or the team at the time that was involved in it, didn't know you're supposed to keep paying the childcare providers over the summer as well. So that was just suddenly a last minute requirement. We put the solution in place for them. And also your management information, how you're collecting information now and how you collect it in the next 4 or 5 years will change. So again, bear that in mind of what you want to collect and how you're going to collect it and how you're going to measure it. Okay, so hopefully bring us back on time, Nick. Rather rapid view. That's us.